I'm the really blind type of blind, even in a group of blind people. Hey guys, it's Molly here again for another video, and I'm just feeling real low-key and chill today in my Friends sweater. Thumbs up if you're a Friends fan, not just the TV show. If you're just like a fan of having friends in general, give it a thumbs up. Okay, so you can probably tell from today's title that I am doing the video that I think the channel that's been doing it is Wired. I think that's who's been doing this with a bunch of YouTubers and celebrities, where you basically answer like the autofill questions. So I'm really intrigued to see what people Google about me. You know, like I don't know what Google, maybe I'm not even cool enough that Google will autofill stuff about me. I don't know. So this could be a total fail, but we're gonna see what you guys are curious about, and I'm gonna try my best to answer it. This isn't gonna be like fancy the way Wired does it. I feel like they do one where they like peel off the strips with the questions revealed underneath. Like I just have Jake behind the camera and he's just gonna Google me and read the autofills and I'll answer them. So we're doing it real chill. Let's see what you guys want to know about me. Should we start with what? Give me the first what is Molly Burke autofill.
What is Molly Burke's condition?
Molly Burke's condition is retinitis pigmentosa. Well, that's one of Molly Burke's. I'm going to stop talking about myself in third person. One of the conditions, the main condition I have is retinitis pigmentosa. That's the disease that took most of my sight. But I also have nystagmus, which is the disease that makes my eyes shake. I also had strabismus, which I got corrected through surgery. Strabismus is like the fancy term for what is more like commonly known as a lazy eye, where one eye faces a different direction than the other. I got that surgically fixed when I was about 4 years old. And yeah, those are kind of my main conditions. I was also diagnosed with spasmic nutons. I don't know what that is. That was like my first diagnosis when I was a wee little baby. And I was like farsighted and nearsighted. That's all of Molly Burke's conditions. I also have low protein S in my liver, if you wanted to know. What age is Molly Burke? I am 24 years old. My birthday is February 8th, 1994. What? Molly Burke? See, I love this. I made a video in the past talking about the really like getting nitty-gritty specific about what exactly it is that I see. So I'm gonna link that below, and I highly recommend watching that if you want like the true full scope of what I see in detail. But to give you like just the brief summary, I see light and shadow. And I constantly see fireworks, which are like flashing blue, green, and purple, colorful, whizzing lights and shapes. They never go away, they never stop, they never change colors. It's been like that for a very long time now. When my eyes are open, when my eyes are closed, I see that. What breed is Molly Burke's dog? My guide dog, Gallop, is a Labernese, half black lab, half Bernese mountain dog. He's a 50-50 split. Put a picture of him right here. My first guide dog, Gypsy, picture right here, you can tell she has a lot more white markings, and that she was also a Labernese, but she was 3/4 Bernese mountain dog, so 75% Bernese mountain dog, 25% lab, so that little bit more burner in her gave her the white markings, whereas Gallop only has the white on his chest, his back paws, and his chin. Okay, the last one for what is what type of blind is Molly Burke, which I've never heard a question phrased quite like that. The internet's funny. Love you guys. What type of blind am I? I mean, I'm considered to be on the end of like totally blind, because 9 out of 10 blind people have remaining vision. So most blind people, like only 10% of blind people have nothing at all, and they're typically born without eyes or had their eyeballs removed, most commonly. Some do have their eyeballs still and see nothing, but it's very rare. Most of us can see some form of light or shadow or color or whatever it might be. So I am considered, like, say I'm in a group of 10 blind friends, I'm like the most blind, if not the second most blind. So that's what type of blind I am. I'm the really blind type of blind, even in a group of blind people. Should we do how? How is Molly Burke? Ooh, how does Molly Burke? That could be interesting. How does Molly Burke see? Girl, she doesn't. That's how. How does Molly Burke do her makeup? I actually just finished doing a makeup tutorial today, which I posted over on my Facebook page. Heads up, I'm posting a lot of exclusive content over on my Facebook page. Like, I'm doing full videos like I would do on here, but you're not seeing them on here. So if you want to watch other Molly Burke content, go over to my Facebook page, which is also always linked down below in the description box, along with Twitter and Instagram. So I did a makeup tutorial, a new updated one, which I haven't done in a very long time, over on my Facebook page. I mean, I've done makeup tutorials. I'll link them to below. It's basically been a lot of practice, a lot of trial and error, listening to lots of makeup tutorials for many years here on YouTube, and just playing with product, eventually figuring out how to use my hands and knowing where things are on my face to make this happen, and then having a sighted person check it at the end to make sure I don't look like a hot mess. Lash extensions have been a huge savior for me, because mascara is just always the thing I've struggled with the most. So yeah, it's kind of how I do it, ish. How does Molly Burke edit her videos? She doesn't.
She don't.
Does not. Mm-mm. We love Scott. Scott, you're bae. You're my favorite. You make this happen, and we appreciate you. All the love to Scott in the comments below, because my videos would not reach your eyes and ears if it was not for my Scott. I mean, he's not my Scott, but he's my Scott, you know. How much does Molly Burke weight? Great. God, thanks for asking about my weight. I'm just not self-conscious about it at all. In all seriousness, I'm the heaviest I've ever been, and I know that I'm not, like, big, but it's the biggest I've ever been, so I feel self-conscious about it. I think I'm right around, like, probably 100 pounds, or maybe, like, 102, 103, somewhere around there, which I know when you're, like, hearing that number, it sounds very little. It sounds very little, and I get that, but keep in mind I'm 4'10.5". Like, I'm not even 5 feet, you know? So obviously, like, weight to height ratio really matters. So my kind of best weight would be like 85 to 90 pounds would be where I feel like the best, and where health, like, when you look at my height, that's like the weight I should kind of fall around to be like the ideal healthy weight. How many subscribers does Molly Burke have? You can look right down there. It's probably the most accurate. Or my social blade. I avoid looking, but I mean, if you want to know, you can look. Should we do where? Where's Molly Burke from? I'm originally from the Toronto area in Ontario, Canada. Thumbs up to my Canadians. Love you, peeps. I mean, I love all of you, but, like, obviously my Canadians have, like, a special place in my heart. Born and raised in the Greater Toronto area. And I now live in Los Angeles, sunshiny, palm tree filled Los Angeles. Where does Molly Burke live was the second one, and I already answered that. Sorry, I skipped ahead. When did Molly Burke go blind? I've never had full sight. I was born legally blind, diagnosed when I was about 4 years old, and lost the majority of my vision to what I have now when I was 14, which was back in 2008, so 10 years ago. So we did just search, like, Molly Burke. And so the first one was Molly Burke blind. Yes. Molly Burke age, which we've already answered. Molly Burke height, which I kind of answered in the weight question. I'm 4'10.5", and yes, the half honestly matters to me.
Let's, like, lightning round it.
Okay.
So Molly Burke Instagram.
At Molly Burke official.
Molly Burke Dove.
Commercial. I don't know what to say about that. I'll link my Dove commercial down below.
Molly Burke YouTube. You're on it.
You're on it right now. This is the YouTube.
Molly Burke hair.
I'm not surprised. Yeah, I mean, it's I've lost 18 inches of hair over the past 3 months, my friends. 18 inches. And it's pink. So it's been a lot of hair transformations in a very short amount of time, and I'm living for it. Molly Burke boyfriend, where is he? I can't find him. If you can find me a boyfriend, you let me know. Molly Burke not blind. We don't like you people, my little conspiracy theorists. No, I think you're actually really funny. You keep me amused. When I read my little conspiracy theorist comments about me not being blind, I just think it's so funny. It doesn't even offend. It offends me when people lie to the point where they're, like, claiming they know me, and they, like, talk to me, and they know my family, and they hang out with me, and they know that, like, that offends me, because I'm like, you're just straight up, like, lying and spreading rumors that even you know aren't true, versus people who are just ignorant, and their ignorance leads them to believe I'm faking because they're not educated on the topic, which, you know, to me, they're sometimes funny, and I know that they'll be able to watch my videos and learn should they choose to or want to. So many of you, my killer bees, are, like, there by my side, educating them in the comment section below, which I always so appreciate, and, like, warms the cockles of my heart when I see. So thank you. Let's hear Molly Burke and...
Guess who's first?
Shane Dawson.
No. Gallup.
Oh, Molly Burke and Gallup. Thank you guys. That's so cute. Molly Burke and Drew Lynch, my buddy. Love Drew. He's wonderful. Hey, Gallup. Gallup just came in because he heard me saying his name. Sorry, Gallup. I don't need you right now, but I love you. Thanks for being so responsive.
Guess who's third?
James Charles. Shane Dawson.
Nope.
Gabby
Molly
Hanna.
Burke and Jake, baby, let's go!
Is it actually?
Yeah.
Ah, you're welcome.
And then
You're welcome.
fourth is Shane Dawson. Take that, Shane. Yeah.
Wow. I feel like a lot of people think Jake and I are dating, and I feel like that's why they like.
It's all the spicy hot
Yeah.
articles they're looking for. That's
Right? They're
find.
trying to like figure out if we're dating. Here's the tea. We're not dating. We've never dated. We're not gonna date. Sorry to like.
The tea and the coffee and
All of it I've
all
just
of the
spilled.
drinks.
I've spilled all the drinks. The ice drinks, the hot drinks, they've all just been spilled all over the place. We need to mop them up right now. There's nothing romantic here, right?
correct.
Correct. There's nothing
Just
romantic.
straight homies, yo.
And this isn't like I'm like denying it. Like, no, it's just straight up like it's not.
We just like got along really quick, became good friends, and
then
started
it's
working
like-
together, and it's been good.
It's
Everything's
been
good.
good.
The way it is.
You know, so we're just to destroy your hopes and dreams for us. It's
To
never
destroy.
gonna happen. So
Still
we
in
can
the
all
boys
move.
space friend category.
Right, still in the boy space friend category. We can all like
We
move
can all move on with our lives.
Also, Drew Lynch and I are not dating. That's
Boy
another
space
one.
friend.
He's also a boy space friend. Me and Drew Lynch are boy space friends. Well, I'm not a boy. I'm his girl space friend, and he's my boy space friend. You know what I mean? So, yeah, no, I'm not dating anybody that you guys know.
Ooh.
I am not dating anyone you've met. Am I dating? Am I not? Honestly. I don't even know. Molly Burke and Gypsy, my baby girl. Oh my god, my Gyps. She was my little angel baby. She was my first guide dog. We love her so much. She worked for me for 7 years, and she passed away on May 22nd, 2014. Molly Burke and Mr. Kate. Yes, this wall you see behind me is brought to you by Mr. Kate and her creativity and talent. She's honestly one of the sweetest and most talented people I know. Molly Burke and James Charles. I love Sister James. I'm proud Sister Molly. He's just, oh my god, the funniest. I love him. Molly Burke and Matt. Yeah, I would say my ex-boyfriend's name is Matt, and back at the beginning of my channel, we did lots of videos together. Most of them, if not all of them, are now privated. Just because, like, I didn't private them for, like, probably 2 years after we broke up. But I realized after a certain point, I was like, you know what? Like, once my channel started to grow and get bigger, I felt like it wasn't fair to him that those videos were still out there, because I know he consented to doing them at the time, and he never asked me to take them down. But I just felt like he's moving on with his life. Like, he's a professional. He's graduated with his master's. He's working now. I think he has a new girlfriend. Like, I just want him to be able to move on with his life and live his life and not be attached to, like, my journey anymore, since we've been, you know, broken up for 3 years now. So, yeah, Matt is my ex-boyfriend, and if you're a true OG, then you know him and you've seen him in videos, but I don't believe you can find much of him, if any of him, on the internet connected to me anymore. Molly Burke and Danny Burke. Okay, Danny Burke is one of the hosts of Most Amazing Top 10s, which is a channel here on YouTube that I've done a couple collaborations with. Rebecca Falgate is also one of the hosts over there, and she's a very good friend of mine. Love that girl. She's such a gem. And when I did the video with Rebecca, everybody assumed that because my last name is Burke and Danny's last name is Burke, that we're like brother and sister or cousins or related in some way. We're not related in any way. We just have the same last name, which is not that uncommon of a last name. So, yeah, I think that's super funny though. Yeah, no, we're not related. He's a good guy, but he has a British accent and I have a Canadian one, so. And I don't think we look alike whatsoever. I don't know, I'm blind, but anybody I've asked is like, no, you look nothing alike. So, again, clearing it all up right now, right here. Not related. All right, that it? Yeah, I feel like I've like answered a lot of commonly asked questions. I've answered a lot of strange questions that were unexpected, and I've spilt a lot of tea and done quite a bit of myth busting up in this video. So I feel good about this. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I actually had a ton of fun filming this. Comment down below, let me know some other videos you want to see from me coming up soon, and I'll make sure to film them for you guys. Love you so very much. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed. Hit that subscribe button for more mediocre content, and I'll see you next time.